So, something I've found with myself, right? This is only me, but this is something I've found on my journey is you'll like you'll get the happiness when you're not searching for it. You'll get dopamine will feel better when you don't search for it. Or I don't know how to explain it, but I was talking to my friend yesterday and I said to him, he said something about he didn't know what he was gonna eat. And because I'm on this weird diet that I've been on for almost like a year and a half now, I basically only eat flax seeds and I make this mixture with flax seeds, peanut butter, uh, this protein vitamin powder stuff, and then some honey and a few other things for flavor. But that, and then I eat bananas. Like anytime I'm hungry or whatever, I might have a banana or like a spoonful of my mixture or whatever. But I've been on this diet not just for my health, but it's like part of my I wanted to try something. Like it's part of this spiritual journey thing I'm doing, whatever. But I was telling him I don't have to think about what I want to eat or not. I just have to go home and I know I'm excited to eat my flaxseed mixture. And it was this thing where I was realizing I'm excited to eat my flaxseed mixture, to eat something I get more dopamine now from eating. I enjoy eating now better than I ever have because I'm not eating for dopamine. I'm eating because my body needs enough vitamins to replenish itself. I work out all the time, so I need to make sure I'm eating enough to, heal my body and to grow my muscles and to whatever, but I don't know. I'm eating for a different reason than I used to eat. The same thing happened with weed. I'm smoking for a different reason than I used to smoke. I used to smoke because I just want to get high. I enjoyed getting high, but also it helps you avoid, drugs help you avoid things. This is what I think the point is. Because drugs, food, social media, all of this is a drug. They're all just tools. And it's about why you're using the tool. Why? Why? Obviously, people are like, oh, I'm eating because what? Yeah, but why are you eating that food? If we don't realize, well, we're eating McDonald's because you get more dopamine, you enjoy it more than you enjoy the healthy food. But if you ate healthy food for an entire month or two, then the healthy food would start to be that's your dopamine. You'd be excited. That's what I mean. The fact that people can eat ice cream every day means that the ice cream loses its value. Now, I'm on this weird diet, but I get my daughter on the weekends. So sometimes I have pizza with her, or I get these frozen burrito things, and sometimes I'll have one of those, or sometimes I do eat meat or normal things. But because it's sometimes every weekend, sometimes every other weekend, for sometimes 13 days, I basically just eat my weird diet. Because of that, when I do eat the normal food, it is more enjoyable to me. It's just more enjoyable. I enjoy pizza now more than I ever have. And it could be just a frozen pizza. It still tastes amazing to me because I don't eat it all the time anymore. When my ex, 2 years ago, when I became single, I did the thing just like everybody else would. I started eating like shit because I didn't really feel like eating, so I would just, get a pizza, I would basically eat one pizza every night. And I started losing weight. I started going down this bad path of um I don't know. I just started fucking my shit up. I started smoking weed again, and I was smoking to try to take not deal with the problem. But about a week or two into doing that, I just had this realization that I need to quit smoking weed. I need to stop. So I stopped smoking weed, and I didn't start smoking weed again. I still don't smoke weed. I smoke pure THC or pure cannabinoids, but I don't smoke for the same reason. Like, now I just smoke because if I don't, I'm pretty fucking hyper and shit. Like, after I've 2 years ago when I was like, no, I need to quit smoking weed. I need to look at myself. For 3 months, I just dealt with my shit, figured out who the hell I was. I went on this like thing with doing psychedelics or whatever, but like I was doing psychedelics to look at myself, to then practice meditation, to then work on myself, like figure out what the fuck is wrong with me. Why did this happen? How can you, what can you learn from this? What, like, just this whole thing. I started practicing mantras. I started like doing the work. I started working out. So I started creating a routine for myself, a goal, a vision, a thing of where do I want to go? Who do I want to be? Like, who do I want to become from that point? And from that point, I was like, well, I want to become me. And I guess that's always been the goal. But I had a vision in my head of me, which is the man I am right now. But like, the man I am right now has a vision of what me is 5 years from now, which is slightly different than the man I am now. But like, when I went through the breakup, it was just this shock of like, now it's just me. And I didn't really like me. Like, I always liked me, but I just didn't like the fact that I was self-harming, that I was doing this, that I would think like this, that I would whatever. So I was forced to look at it. So my intention with using the psychedelics was I wanted to face myself. So other people, if I told them how often I tripped, they would say, oh, that's too much. But that's from their intention. They're like that they're thinking too much based off of the reason why they use psychedelics. In their head, they're like, well, I use psychedelics with my friends or at festivals or at this. So they don't have the same intention. So if they use psychedelics often, it would be considered like psychedelic abuse. But for me, using it often is the reason it helped me become the man I am today. It helped me instill certain habits, certain mental habits, certain shit, even physical habits. I started like extreme working out one day when I had a trip and I was tripping, and I just started working out while I was tripping. Like, and it's just this thing where these tools have helped me. When I started my diet, it originally started as me going vegan. But then when vegan didn't help my body, I felt like I was missing something. I started adding like protein back, like animal protein back into my diet, but barely. Like, cause on the vegan diet, I created this mixture, but the mixture was not vegan because it contains protein powder, which, I don't think normal protein powder is vegan. Um, but it just helped me feel better because it was a protein vitamin powder. So I had a bunch of vitamins in it and whatever. I started taking a daily vitamin about like a year and a half ago, and every day I take a daily vitamin. Every day I eat my mixture or whatever, and some days I have pizza once in a while, but like it's this thing where things are just more pleasure, like life is more better. Life is pleasurable. Life is amazing. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but this is partially why I understand why just eating better helps your thing. Because when your dopamine thing is so low, your threshold is so low, life itself feels great. Like, obviously, if you're doing like, if your intention, the way you you're like, oh, I want to smoke weed to relax and feel better. Or, like, people that are trying to be happy. Like, the dopamine or the happiness should never be the goal because it's going to lead to misery. This is why social media is not bad. Why are you using it? It's like, it's even okay to watch TV or to scroll on social media. It's okay, but it's not going to make you actually happy. So if you are using it just for the dopamine, because I hear people use the word dopamine everywhere. They're like, people are on social media because it gives them dopamine, or people are like doing this because it gives them dopamine. I'm like, bro, you can touch your thingamajiggy and it'll give you dopamine. You don't need the TV or fucking the internet. What we need is self-control. What we need is self-awareness. What we need is to be self-aware and conscious enough to why are we using the tool. What we need is to look at ourselves. That's all I needed. I went through being single, being alone, facing myself, facing my own mindset, my own why do I do this habit and why do I do that? And I started instilling good mental habits, meditation, good physical habits, working out, good whatever habits. I do scroll sometimes, but I don't feel bad scrolling because I'm not doing it for fucking dopamine. I'm doing it because after a day of doing 100 push-ups and working on this and working on that and eating healthy and doing this and doing that, I deserve to fucking scroll once in a while. It's one of those things. I deserve to watch a little Netflix once in a while. Because most of the time when I'm watching anime, I'm just working out while I watch anime anyways. So the one night that I decide to sit down and actually watch something while I'm not working out, of course I don't feel bad. Because I'm not doing it to feel good. I don't give a fuck about feeling good. Like, somebody asked me that. There was, like, something about happiness. And I was like, I don't give a fuck about being happy. If I'm sad, I want to cry. Like, when I went through the breakup and I was alone for the first time, I wasn't saying I want to be happy. I was saying I want to be better. I was saying, what the fuck is wrong with me? Actually. Like, I was cutting myself because I thought the pain was bad before, but the pain got worse after becoming single and being alone. But then I realized the pain got worse, and I was cutting myself with pain that wasn't that bad, and I almost felt like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, I don't know. It was just this thing of, I was able to look at myself. Then I intentionally used psychedelics to look at myself. And then I intentionally started working out to better myself. Then I intentionally, I started doing these things intentionally. That's why intention matters. It's okay to eat junk food as long as you're not eating it all the time to feel better. It's okay. Happiness is great as long as you're not searching for it all the time, because then you'll be miserable. If you are searching for happiness, then you're going to be searching for the wrong thing. Because life has happiness, sadness, worry, whatever. But these are things that happen. These are emotions are supposed to fluctuate. But we get caught up on thinking happiness is good and worry is bad. If you don't take care of your mind, you can start worrying all the time, and we consider that anxiety, but it's just you are worrying all the time instead of fluctuating your emotions through your mind. So when I let my daughter go to a friend's house and it's getting a little late, I start to get a little worried. Other people call that anxiety, but I call that as just normal human being. I'm not supposed to be happy with a smile on my face while my daughter's late to come home and no, I'm supposed to be I'm supposed to get a little worried. That's normal. And if I started thinking to myself that getting worried is wrong, then I'm going to feel bad about just being whatever is. I don't want to be happy when I'm worried about my child. I should definitely be worried. That's what I mean by searching for happiness all of the time is what's fucking people up. It's searching for dopamine all of the time that's fucking people up. Dopamine is great. All this shit is great. Life is great. Everything is great in moderation. And we all hear these words. But it's just before I went through the breakup, why did it take something so traumatic for me to actually apply the things to my life? You don't like 5, 7, 8, 10 years ago, I knew that eating healthy, is what keeps you in shape, gets you healthy. I knew that working out, gets you in shape because I worked out when I got locked up and sent away when I was 14. I started working out then out of boredom, but like I stopped working out once I got out. And these are things where it's like we know what we need to do, but we just don't do it until you are forced to do it. And that's the shitty thing about being human. The thing that I hope I can get to y'all is do the thing before something dramatic happens in your life. It took the most dramatic, traumatic fucking thing to happen in my life for me to actually start applying the knowledge to who I am as a person. It's one thing to be able to repeat words. It's another thing to show those results. Someone who knows the idea, they're like, oh yeah, working out will get you in shape. But if they're not in shape, then it's like, whatever. We understand working out will get you in shape, but like I now am in shape. So when I say it, it actually means more. But like, why did it take something so traumatic for me to actually apply the thing? Who knows? But all I know is you start eating better, you start working out, you start getting yourself on a certain type of routine, you start having self-discipline. Then it's like these things actually do work. Like, I don't know. I just think it's like, well, I don't do these things for dopamine now. So like, they even feel better. Bananas taste better. Like, I don't feel bad when I want to scroll or something because I'm not looking for dopamine. I'm just scrolling on the internet. It's not that, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's the intention. Because I put so much, I work out, I eat good, I do this, I do that, I'm self-disciplined, and like all this shit. I'm like, okay, it's okay to scroll once in a while. It's okay to, watch some Netflix once in a while. It's okay to eat pizza once in a while. But I don't ever want to go back to eating pizza every day just because I was sad. Like, it's okay to get high. As long as you're not smoking it every day just to avoid the whatever. Because I love being sober. I love the sober me just as much as I love the high me. Like, it's a weird thing. I now enjoy who I am. I guess it's this thing where instead of searching for happiness, I was searching to be proud of myself. That's it. I don't want happiness. I want to be me. I want to be real. And if I go through a thing that makes me sad, I want to be sad. I don't want to be happy. I want to be who I actually am. And I want to get better at who I actually am every day. So that's why I work out. That's why I eat good. That's why whatever. Because I want to see who I can become. I want to become my greatest version. But like, it's my intention that allows me to just be. Where I'm like, I don't overthink. I don't whatever. Because I worked on meditation for 6 years. I worked on the psychedelic journey for about 10 years. I worked on all of these things, and after the breakup I started working out seriously for the past 2 years. I started working on my mental health seriously for the past 2 years. Now after all of this work, I'm like, wow, like I'm proud of myself, and I deserve to just watch this anime for a second without working out. Like, I deserve to be happy. Like, when I'm happy, I'm actually happy. Because if you're happy all the time, it's not going to feel good. Like, it's like the people that are rich. If you're born rich, then when you get some money, it's not going to feel good to you. Because that's all you've known is money. If you eat, I eat pizza once in a while, and it tastes so much better because I eat it once in a while. I don't eat it all the time. I'm on my weird diet. But we're just a human being, and we have molecules fluctuating through us. We demonize dopamine like it's bad. It's not bad. It's just not something we should be searching for. The dopamine should not be the intention of why we're doing it. And that happens when people are eating for flavor, like they're eating for pleasure instead of eating to replenish their body. I'm eating to replenish my body. So, like, bananas taste pleasurable to me. The way people enjoy ice cream is the way I enjoy bananas. Like a good ripe bananas, because sometimes I eat bananas that aren't as fully, like, they're not fully ripe. But, like, if I want something that's like more dopamine, I'll just eat a more ripe banana. Or I'll add a little more honey into my flaxseed mixture. But like I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like I have this balance set in my life now where I'm like I walk the balance of, yeah, I smoke, yeah, I get high, yeah, I scroll through social media sometimes, yeah, I watch Netflix sometimes, yeah, I eat pizza sometimes, yeah, I whatever sometimes, but like because the majority of the time I'm doing things healthy and doing the like I'm on this certain routine that it's okay to do shit sometimes. It's okay to have fun sometimes. It's okay to, like, it's okay. It's just not okay if that's all you want. If all you want is the happiness, all you want is the dopamine, all you want is the fun, then fun becomes not fun. The dopamine becomes not pleasurable. Like, you eat ice cream all the time. It's losing its thing. I eat pizza once in a while, so when I have pizza, I'm like, fuck yes. Like, it's a whole different vibe. So, like, I don't know. I enjoy pizza more. I enjoy smoking more. I enjoy the things that I do more because my dopamine levels are, like, reset. And, like, I don't know. Life just feels better.